Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review. I'm going to be talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 5, Episode 10. Yes, child, these ladies out there in Utah is cutting up. I don't know. Mary trying to hold them together while she going through what she going through with her son, and Child. Now, let's just get on into it, right? But before we do, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and like and comment and let me know what you thought. Did you watch the episode? Did I say something different? Did I miss the mark on something? Let me know, because somebody did correct me on my review for Equalizer, which was very poignant. So I appreciate that. Thanks again. Now, the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, these heifers. Heather has so-called been dethroned. I don't even think Heather needs to be in the middle. We need to replace Heather with Bronwyn on this intro pick. Because look, if Bronwyn is allowed to return, because Todd ain't happy. Todd said, hell no. What is this show about? Child, he was not thrilled. He let Bronwyn know in this episode, honey. Why don't we just get on into it? But I know for a fact Heather's face is cracked and on the ground as of today. Okay, so Lisa's buying some turquoise jewelry. She's meeting up with Heather. And then they go have drinks in this secret cave type of entrance that they're in. You know, up there in Utah, all kind of stuff be going on, child. These secrets and passageways and carrying on. So they're having drinks. They're talking about, things, specifically Bronwyn. And Lisa pretty much puts on how Heather should have been at the trip. Lisa's just undermining Bronwyn every chance she gets, just to please Heather, just so that Heather's not mad at her and possibly thinking that Bronwyn won't be back, so she won't have to deal with Bronwyn. That's what I think Lisa thinks. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I'm just saying, because Lisa's calculated like that. She'll be trying to manipulate people too, as we saw already. It just wasn't right that Lisa should be egging Heather on when Heather wasn't there for the conversation. And so Lisa should take both of their word for it and just not get in the middle and not believe that Bronwyn was wrong in the conversation when we all saw that Heather was wrong as two left shoes. Heather could not see or either be amicable in the fact that, things are what they are with them. And I just think that's wrong. It's not all Bronwyn's fault. Bronwyn did come apologetic. Bronwyn did come politically correct. And that's just something Heather can't, what should I say? Control. What was odd was when they were talking about the trip and Bronwyn was mad at Lisa and how Heather wasn't, like I said, Heather wasn't amicable, and Todd asking her and John to leave based off of their continuous arguments with his wife. Heather just, pretty much made it seem like she can control Bronwyn. Girl, bye. Next, we got Bronwyn and Todd talking outside in the cold. He says he was disappointed in her behavior. He's never seen her act like that, and pretty much she should have left when things got too heated. Bronwyn is saying she's just trying to fit in with all these women, and she is disappointed that Todd was disappointed in her behavior because she appreciates how he um, how he loves her, and his approval means everything to her. And I can understand that. I mean, he got a lot of money, girl. I get it. I'm trying to talk down on your marriage, but there is a factor to where he does, he's in control for the most part, and she needs for him to have all the faith in the world in her. And I'm pretty sure she's built that up with him these last 10 years they've been married. And for him to see her like that is, a blow to how she's been, having him believe in her. So I get it. Again, the money is is money is the motive. Not to say she's a gold digger, but the whole point is, I'm glad to see that that they're both they both love each other enough to say the hard stuff in front of the camera. Okay, because most times that couples don't do that. They do that when cameras is off. I bet you $10 billion that I don't have. That's what most of these people do. So anywho, Todd said, and I know he's probably gonna get read the riot act for this at the end of the season, but he said it's like a sewer of BS that they all live in. Whoa, that was heavy, but I'm team Bronwyn, team Todd still. Anyway, Lisa said we on a whole new subject, y'all. So Lisa says Bronwyn put her in a position to speak for Heather, and that's not true. She never asked Lisa to speak for her. Lisa just wants to please Heather because like I said, I believe that Heather's going to be there next season, and there's a chance that Bronwyn won't. So there's no reason for Lisa to really, have Bronwyn's back when she should have, you know. And what was trifling about this, like I said, Heather said she'll teach Bronwyn how to behave around her friends. I like to see that happen because we all saw what happened later on in this episode. I'm gonna let you know what happened. Anywho, next we see Angie has dinner with her dad, and they're just talking about her mom. Apparently, her mom was was struggling a lot with all the kids and everything, and she passed away from alcohol, liver dependence. She couldn't put the bottle down, and so she meaning Angie regrets not having the relationship she has with her daughter, with her own mother who passed away. So she's always doing extra with her daughter, and she appreciates her dad even more for even stepping up, knowing how as soon as he gets off of his job, he comes home, cooks, take care of the family. And pretty much it was a cry, real crying moment. And she's just showing her dad a lot more appreciation, and as she should, just off rip, because it was hard. And she says that all the time he was a great father, and that's good because we all know how we can get. And it's 7 kids, child. I guess good, big up to them. Next, we see Mary. Breakfast at Tiffany party. That's so cute. That was really cute. Now, before the party, she was trying to get her son to answer the door so she can, let him know what's going on. But apparently he wasn't answering or he wasn't there. So she just decided to give him a call on his phone. We never know what happened with that phone call. Child, no telling. But she did say in her confessional, with everything going on with her son, she's just trying to, do some things to, break the monotony, I guess. And like we all know now, he's in rehab or was recently in rehab for some serious, substance issues. And hopefully he'll be okay. And the hope and her family will be better. So back to this Mary's breakfast at Tiffany's party. So Bronwyn is first to arrive. Meredith is second. And they all got these bangs, the whole Audrey Hepburn bang of it all. And they're clowning Meredith's bangs. That's messed up. I mean, it is what it is. Bronwyn tells Meredith how Todd read her for Phil when they got back, and then Meredith was, Meredith says that she never yells and she can understand things, but then production reads her for Phil with all the evidence of Meredith yelling and carrying on with all these argument she's having with the ladies. So, never yells. I don't know, Meredith. I mean, we need to choose our words wisely. Then Mary comes downstairs. She's looking all great. Then Lisa comes in a jumpsuit, child. Mary was like, I don't know. She looked at her like, what is you wearing? Apparently, and then Lisa in her confessional says that she got the jumpsuit first because Mary wore it, and first of all, it's a jumpsuit. Where do we get jumpsuit from Audrey Hepburn? That's one. Anywho, what else is going on, child? Oh, Lisa. Just tacky. Just that jersey need to come out of you because it's just real tacky for you to come to that party. Look, it was a theme party. Just look up Audrey Hepburn and tell me if ever she wore a jumpsuit. Thank you. Next, we see who comes in next. Heather comes in and ignores Bronwyn. Just straight out ignores her. Just was rude as all get out. Mary asked, "Did you give a kiss to Bronwyn?" She's like, "Here you go." I would have been like, But that just shows you how tight Heather is, because she knows she got a award coming with. She can't take Bronwyn. She just can't take her. And then Britani comes at the end, child. Everybody's sitting down and everything. Here comes Britani. Oh, hey. She also didn't get the memo, and her makeup was all wrong. Britani, girl, what? Girl, what? So then Britani pretty much calls out the ladies for not being invited to many things. And, after the fact that Heather brought up the fact of she wasn't invited to the trip that Bronwyn put on. Bronwyn just shaking her head like, yeah, okay, bitch, I got you, ho. I got you, ho. Ooh, so they just pretty much let Britani know, girl, bye. So Britani tries to come for Bronwyn. Bronwyn gives her the blues because Britani couldn't take it. Pretty much Bronwyn said, and you said this about my family. You said that Bronwyn laid about 7 bullet points real quick, just like that. And Britani couldn't take it. She's like, well, okay. And then Lisa, and then was like, well, shouldn't you be apologizing to Bronwyn? And Bronwyn was like looking at her and also eating her food. And pretty much Britani apologized. And then Bronwyn was like, are you apologizing because people asked you to, or are you doing it because you're sincere? Because I'm sincere. And she was lying through them teeth and that bad makeup. Child, if you don't stop, Britani, you just a liar. And then she pretty much tried to get on Angie because Angie brought all that liquor to the Mormons event that Britani invited her to. But because Britani be drinking, Angie was like, okay, I'll just bring you a gift of some wine or something. Like, but you have to, read the room, Angie. Like, girl, if you listen and watching, listening, girl, listen. It wasn't an event just for or just at Britani's home. It was a Mormon event. And Mormons don't drink. So they say, child. But for the general public, Mormons don't drink. So maybe you should, like I said in my other review, you should have met her outside. Like, girl, I got something for you. It's in the car. I'll give it to you later. Don't worry about it. Or just give it to her, a day later. Or hell, just don't bring it in to a Mormon event that you bring in liquor. You might as well brought marijuana too with all the looks she was getting. So Britani pretty much reminded Angie. Angie was like, "Girl, look, you drink." So I was confused. My bad. So then, what's the name? Whitney said, "Well, are you upset that Angie brought the liquor, or that she outed you for being a drinker?" It's like, dang, Whitney. All right. Mind you, Whitney was stunning. She came in with her Audrey Hepburn, but she had a headband on with her hair like in a blunt cut. Just want to remind you that was really cute. Anyway, Whitney pretty much just blasted Britani, and Britani was just, no, you can just tell Britani be lying. Just, she can't be trusted. Anyway, so Mary said Jared tried it. in a confessional, pretty much when Britani was, trying to defend herself, and Britani admitted to dating all these different guys at the same time. Mary said and showed proof that Jared, who was trying to get back with Britani or whatever, or Britani trying to get back with him, was on her DMs trying to get with her. Like, see somebody else trying to get on, like Brooks from Housewives of Orange County and Slade from Housewives of Orange County. Child, I wish. I don't know. So, like I said, Britani was coming for Bronwyn's marriage, and pretty much then Heather chimed in. And what about the prenup? Bronwyn said, "You don't want to keep going there with me about a prenup, because if you keep knocking, you're gonna like when I open the door." So pretty much Heather's like, knock, 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 knock. Come on, bitch, come on. So pretty much Bronwyn read Heather fulfilled, pretty much put the onus on her shoulders. She said every single time I try and make nice with you, you bring up something else to be mad at me about. Every time I sincerely apologize and try and let you know that I am sincere and I want to move forward with you, I want to get to know you better, you bring up something else, that you want to be mad about. So what is it? So, pretty much Heather was like, well, what about the first class seats that you bought on the plane? Why did I get a first class seat and everyone else got coach? And why were you and your husband in first class? She said, because my goddamn credit card. And I can buy whatever the hell I want to with it. And that shows you right there that Bronwyn was sincere. She was just trying to, squash the beef before they left on the trip, as she said then. But Heather took it as though Bronwyn wanted her to grovel for a trip. And nothing of the sort. Bronwyn made no inference, excuse me, to that. The only thing Bronwyn wanted Heather to do was, be amicable in owning both of them having a part to play in the disruption of them getting to know each other. That was it. I don't understand why Heather was so, anti. But then again, Heather said, well, I am very cautious of my friends, and, for that, I am sorry. So pretty much Heather bowed down because she couldn't take Bronwyn, and they just vowed to have a clean slate, and they drank to it eye to eye, and then from moving forward, it's supposed to be all good. Supposed to be all good. Then, child, why is Britani jumping up? What about me? And then Mary said, oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, my God, I was rolling. Mary was like, what now? She said, well, you have the floor, so what do you need to say, child? So Britani was just, trying to get in on the apology and just trying to get in where she fit in. And they're like, girl, yeah, all right. Then, of course, Angie started with Meredith, trying to clear the air on her and on Meredith and Sean. And pretty much Meredith stated her case again. I was just trying to get clarity and trying to get an understanding. I apologize for something I clearly didn't do, but because he felt away, I apologize for him feeling away. And after I told him I felt away, he didn't feel as though he needed to apologize for it. And that's where we stand. And pretty much Meredith was like, I don't want to go backwards because Angie keeps bringing up the past. And that's a part of Angie's problem. She always wants to, make matters worse by bringing up things she don't need to bring up and aggravate the hell out of Meredith. That's like her go-to because she knows she can. And that's what I don't like about Angie. She ain't got to come back either, as far as I'm concerned. Hell, replace Britani with Angie. Just to give Britani a chance. Hell, I don't care. But Angie gets on my last nerve. The other Angie. The other Angie a few seasons ago was the one where her husband had a similar page like Reality Von Teese, where it's going against Jen Shaw. And they found out. I like her too. So bring that Angie back. Replace that Angie with this one. Heck, I don't care. But anyway. So pretty much Meredith and Angie start going back and forth. Mary couldn't get them under control, and she was like, if you can't listen to me, you can leave. And then that's all Meredith heard was being told to leave. That's really not what it was. She was telling both of them, but she was looking at Meredith when she said it, and Meredith took it as telling me to get out. So Meredith pretty much left mad and upset, and it was just a big to-do, child. Hopefully she'll come back in the next episode, because that's where it ended. It was pretty cute. Like I said, Team Bronwyn, Team Todd. That's it. That's all. Well, that was it, y'all. For Salt Lake City Housewives, season 5, episode 10. Well, we got like 5 more? Child, I guess. Well, that was it. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. See you later. Bye. All day.